Hi, my name is Pastor Jack, and I'm up here in Duluth, Minnesota. And I wanted to share my story with you today. I just want to point people toward the love and understanding that God has for everyone. And I just want you to get to know a little bit about me and where I'm coming from. I guess my story starts back when I was 14 years old. I was in my biology class, and the principal came into the classroom and he called me out, and I asked, what did I do? Uh-oh. But it wasn't pertaining to anything that I had done bad. And he brought me down to his office, and there were my dad's bosses there. Well, immediately I knew in my heart something had happened with my dad. I wasn't quite sure. The bosses brought me back home and opened up the door, and there's my mother crying, and she told me that my dad had been killed in a car accident. I tell you what, that was the most devastating thing that I went through in my life. I was so lost. I was so angry. I turned my back on God and I cursed him. And I cursed him more than once. I lived in a world where I tried to obscure reality with alcohol and drugs. And through this lifestyle, I got to experience some really not the greatest things in life. My disregard for life in the real world turned into alcohol and drug use. This lifestyle gave me a total disregard to live in the world, and it led me to jail time, homelessness, loneliness, and such an emptiness. I was numb and I could no longer feel or truly love another person. I was scared that, if I was to love something again, that this would truly lead to it just being taken and torn away from me again, and I don't know if I could withstand another devastation like that. But then there were times throughout the years that I felt a leaning to get back to God. But there was that thought in the back of my mind that there's no way that God would ever take me back. I've cursed him. I'm a sinner. I was drunk. I had stolen. I had used people. I was just too big of a sinner for God. But what the beauty of God is that he never turned his back on me. And looking back now, I see that he was working in my life. As I see there are times that he was there, but I just was not ready to reach out to him. Now, I don't recall an exact date and time, but I remember I was watching a religious program, and then all of a sudden something hit me in my brain, and it just said, get on your knees and pray. Which I did. I got down, I started praying to God, and I felt this tremendous burden of weight just rise off of me. I felt peaceful. And God had never turned his back on me, and like the prodigal son, he's welcoming me back, despite everything I'd done. And some people will say, well, look at the lifestyle that you lived. Look at all the hell you went through. I thank God for that. All that I learned through everything that I went through, what life lessons I learned. And one of the greatest is empathy. I know quite a bit about what other people might be feeling out there when they're going through rough times. Beautiful life lesson. And what I know now is Jesus was born, came down here, died on the cross for my sins, and he was resurrected. And all of God's children can be saved despite whatever has happened in their life. There's a reason I wanted to share my testimony today. Sorry. God has shown me love and given me a peacefulness in my life to love my neighbors. He has shown me that hate bitterness, and negativity are seeds to destruction. Right now, I'm seeing so much of this amongst his children every day. All you have to do is turn on the news. And America is in such disruption. It's so divided. We are one nation under God, and we need to get back to that. We are all God's children. It's time to end that bitterness between us and extend our hands out with love toward each other. Nothing good grows under a dark cloud. I know. I lived under one for years. So, to really live, you need God. You need love, understanding, just as God has for you. So with that, take care, my brothers and sisters, friends. May God's love shine upon you. Have a good day.